In this video, we'll be taking a look at the TecnoDec turntable from Michell. We were so impressed when we reviewed the Michell Gyro SE that we decided to take their entry-level TecnoDec for a spin to see if it still has that Michell magic. Let's dive in. In 1977, John Michell produced his first turntable under his own name called the Michell Reference Electronic. Michell also invented the record clamp technology that is still used today in many of the finest turntables. Now in 1982, John Michell introduced the GyroDec and it made turntable history. The GyroDec has been improved over the years and it's still offered by Michell Engineering to this day. Being entry-level from a company like Michell is like saying you are a beginner boxer but was trained by Mike Tyson. Michell takes a large portion of the core technologies that make Michell's higher-end tables great and filters it down into a more affordable package. Now this TecnoDec is for someone looking to enter the high-end turntable world but isn't ready to invest in an endgame turntable just quite yet. Now let's take a look at a few of the key features this TecnoDec has to offer. The first one is the pure sorbethane feet inserts, which are designed to keep structural vibration from your room or equipment rack from reaching the delicate parts of the turntable. Now, in addition, it also has an impedance-matched platter. The platter dampening material was formulated to be much like vinyl itself, giving a very neutral sound characteristic. Similar to the Gyro SE that we reviewed earlier, it also has a one-piece billet aluminum motor unit that is a freestanding member of the mechanics of the turntable. Having only the drive belt make contact with the rest of the table ensures no motor vibration reaches the very sensitive components of this TecnoDec. In addition, the TecnoDec features an inverted oil circulating main bearing. This bearing has a modified Archimedean screw oil lubrication system that provides fresh oil to the inverted bearing at all times for lower noise and a much longer bearing life. Having this technology at this price level shows Michell's dedication to allowing all budget levels to enjoy the Michell sound. Next, let's talk about the tone arm. Based on the Riga tone arm, which is a classic, the Michell T2 improves on this design, giving the TecnoDec a solid foundation for whatever MM or MC cartridge you choose to use with it. While this tone arm doesn't have the surgical level of modifications that the Gyro or the Orb models enjoy, the T2 is a great tone arm. Having this level of tone arm on a table at this price is something we really love seeing, and it's a rarity. The Michell TecnoDec does come with the Michell unit cover, which will slot on nicely here and give the top end some protection, but there is also the secure cover that you can place over the entire TecnoDec that you can purchase additionally if you wish. All right, now next, I want to show you how to quickly get this TecnoDec set up. However, if you aren't a turntable expert quite yet, I recommend you check out our turntable buyer's guide at audioadvice.com that I'll link in the description below. It really has everything you'll need to know about turntables, whether you're a beginner or an expert. In addition, when you go to audioadvice.com, we have a vast library of content on turntables, home audio, home theater, video, and so much more. We also offer free shipping, expert support, and a price guarantee. So if you get this turntable or any of the others, our experts are just a call or chat away from helping you ensure your turntable is set up correctly for optimal performance. I want to give you a really brief rundown of how to set this up and show you just how easy it really is. The first step you're going to want to do is remove this piece and add your oil down in here. That will be for the lubrication. And you'll just add this back in. From there, you're going to carefully place your platter right on top there and use this piece to put it on and just make sure it's just nice and snug there. Your motor, another tip here is you want it about 1 millimeter away from the table and be sure it's not touching the table at all. And then you can take your belt, and I find it easiest to attach it to the motor first and then run it along one side of the platter all the way around, and your belt is installed. Now keep in mind that this TecnoDec does not come with a phono cartridge installed. However, if you buy your phono cartridge from Audio Advice, we can mount it for you before we ship it so it's ready to go. If not, we have videos on how to mount a phono cartridge, a link in the description below. You're also going to want to make sure you level it by adjusting the feet and using a level. And obviously you're going to want to balance your tone arm and do all your other turntable setup procedures. So if you don't know how to do all of that stuff, please just give us a call or chat with us at audioadvice.com. Our experts will be sure that this is set up perfectly. Once we set up our cartridge on this TecnoDec, we were ready to do some listening. First up, John Coltrane's Blue Train Tone Poet series album from Blue Sound is an excellent album, which is why we also use this album to test the Michell Gyro SE. This album features an excellent live sound and was recorded very well for its time. On the Gyro SE, this album had great tone and texture, giving the instruments the ability to really shine here. This house sound was carried over into the TecnoDec as it had almost all the same attributes. Musicality is where Michell turntables shine, and the TecnoDec, it's no exception. Imaging and soundstage were really excellent, only being beaten by Michell's own more pricey siblings. Next up, we tried Greenleaf's 2021 album Echoes from a Mass, which is a great album to test the turntable's ability to handle hard driving rock tracks without showing signs of harshness or dynamic compression. The TecnoDec showed us that it means business, giving us much of the dynamic ability and drive of the Gyro SE, only losing out on that last bit of bass extension to its much more expensive sibling. Also, the noise floor was exceptionally low for a table at this price point. Again, only being beaten by the fully suspended Gyro SE in that regard. This is an extremely impressive performance from a table at this price point, showing you that you don't have to buy the most expensive model to enjoy the sound Michell is known for. We really enjoyed our overall time with this TecnoDec and believe that Michell has brought something to the market that offers much more performance that their pricier turntables are known for at a much more reasonable price. The sound has the warmth and musicality that are hallmarks of Michell's designs, with a build quality to last a lifetime. If you're new to vinyl or you want to step up from a mid-fi deck into the world of high-end turntables, this TecnoDec will get you much of the high-level performance of a flagship turntable at a really great price. If you have more questions about the Michell TecnoDec or any other turntables or home audio or video, go over to audioadvice.com where you can call or chat or email with any of our experts and we'd be happy to help you out. In addition, you can stop by one of our award-winning showrooms and check out the turntables for yourself. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.